Benin is a country in West Africa with a population of around 9 million. Once the place of one of the great African empires, it is now striving to create a modern economy that will raise living standards and make progress with the Millennium Development Goals. Here many changes are needed, starting with land.
With regard to land tenure, reform is required. It is a necessity.
And leading this important reform is a new approach, the Urban Land Registry, or RFU.
Benin has launched a new programme which gathers information for an urban land registry.
These urban land registries, known as RFU, are very much a local initiative from Benin.
Nowadays, there is an emphasis on decentralisation. The responsibility is down to the individual town.
The first RFUs were set up nearly 20 years ago in larger towns and cities. Their purpose is to bring together land information. The model used by the RFUs is a 4-stage process. In the first stage, the municipality talks to other agencies and prepares for this important task.
Land tenure is one of the most complex issues in the city. The RFU is not that simple, but is very complex, and it is very costly. It requires rigour in the development of the project.
The second stage of the project is to create the database. In Ouida, this work started in 2006.
We started preliminary work up to the point that the system was set up, from mapping work all the way to the creation of a database.
During this stage, the RFU will complete a comprehensive survey, identifying every parcel of land and checking how each building is used. In a large city like Cotonou, this is a major undertaking.
Nous sommes chargés de superviser les équipes sur le terrain. On les positionne chaque matin. Après les avoir
I supervise the teams. Each morning, I allocate their work. After distributing the maps, I come back later to see if they have any difficulties.
As those who undertake it find out, the work is far from straightforward.
There are some who refuse to see us because they don't understand the aim of our work.
After the data is collected, the information must be put on a database.
Then I send the work to be coded. It is first coded and then verified. This gives us a proper database to use in the future.
Stage 3 of the process is to make use of this database and to realise the benefits. One clear advantage has been financial.
Grâce au RFU, nous avons répertorié tous les propriétaires de la ville.
Thanks to the system, we have managed to locate all the landowners, which has made the work of the tax office easier.
Maintenant, par rapport à ce qu'on a d'expérience par rapport aux localités qui ont déjà installé le RFU,
the experience in towns with an RFU shows that their tax income has increased. This means that the RFU is an efficient tool to mobilise local resources.
In the town of Abame, they have found that this tool has other benefits.
Tous les élus locaux, tous les techniciens
All the local politicians and the city managers now recognise that you can't have any appropriate land development at municipal level without this tool.
Nous permettra de faire des projections à court, à moyen ou à long terme sur tous les équipements.
This allows us to make short and long-term projections of the needs in order to improve the living standards of the population.
The fourth and final stage of the process can be the most difficult.
Il se fait néanmoins que le véritable problème dans la mise en œuvre.
The main problem is not setting up the RFU system, but to guarantee its sustainability.
And to achieve this final objective, the RFU needs help.
Installés par les communes doivent être assistés et doivent être informés.
Each town that has established an RFU needs to be assisted and staff trained so that they can provide a regular update of information.
The RFU system requires the city to take full responsibility. There is a need to reinforce each municipality's capacity to manage the land registry.
Despite the many challenges, the Benin RFU looks set to continue and expand, making a vital contribution to the decentralisation process and facilitating access to land rights and land security for all.
It is a tool that should be used by everyone, as it is there to help. There are 77 municipalities, but the tool is only used in 18. Thanks to the RFU, we have managed to generate enough funding to extend our work.
La réforme foncière en ce moment au Bénin est très attendue, aussi bien pour dans les zones rurales, pour sécuriser.
In Benin, every place is looking forward to having an RFU, whether in rural areas so that farmers can secure their land, or in urban areas where there is a rapid expansion of settlements, which also requires land security.
The Global Land Tool Network, GLTN, which is facilitated by UN Habitat, promotes land reforms and supports innovative land tools like the RFU.